What is up this week? Welcome back to this super short episode where we break down what is going on this week. And for new listeners, we also have Ask Us Anything later in the week. And the end of the week, we have a 10-minute episode where we break down new tactics, tips, and whatever. So thanks for checking it all out. So, what is going on this week? Well, the big news this week is that TikTok, some of you started seeing it, but they're rolling out a new option to upload 30-minute long videos in the app. And that's actually a huge deal. Now, if you remember, the app started out with only 15-second clips, and then it got extended to 60-second clips, and then 3 minutes, then 5 minutes, before going all the way to 10 minutes in 2022. So now they're moving towards 30 minutes. And in China, the version of the TikTok app that exists has had 30-minute clips since 2022, and it's done really, really well. Now, why does this matter? Who cares? You might say, well, I barely go on TikTok or my business isn't on TikTok. This doesn't really impact my business life. And I don't agree. Really, this is going to have a huge impact for all marketers because now we're moving towards on the business side. You may not believe it, but you will be having your webinars played there eventually, whether they're on demand or live. It will happen. So, to get your audience growing there and to get familiar with TikTok from a B2B side is incredibly important because you fast forward a year, that's what's happening because TikTok ain't slowing down, and having 30-minute videos on there is a game changer. And then on the consumer side, it changes everything, right? It changes all the content that you're uploading. It's going to allow for TV shows to eventually be on there. It's just a game changer. It's making TikTok more like YouTube. And so that's a huge change that started this week. Another one that you may think is totally irrelevant is that Be Real is trying to make a comeback. Now, what is Be Real? You may not have ever used the app Be Real. I did. It was kind of cool, but it faded. It was huge for a minute and then it faded out. It was the photo app where you'd go back and forth and get a streak going and sending photos of like your real life. And that's why it was called Be Real. But what Be Real is rolling out this week is the ability for celebrities and brands to have accounts, which is a whole push towards, this idea of influencer oriented brand campaigns. So if you haven't gotten familiar with Be Real, it's BEREAL. I would do that because influencer programs, whether you're a business marketer or consumer marketer, are exploding. And the interesting thing that most marketers don't realize is that over 90% of influencer deals, whether it's business or consumer on any platform, whether it's LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever, are with people that have followings that are under 100,000 followers, right? So these micro influencers are where things are at. So I would get refamiliarized with Be Real. They're rolling that out on February 6th. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. And what else is going on this week is the big Gmail Yahoo rollout for their new requirements is going to start to roll out on February 1st. And if you're not familiar with that, don't freak out. Okay. Yes, they have new requirements to make sure your emails don't go in the spam folder. Here's what you really got to do, you got to check with the platform that you're using and say, hey, am I cool? Are all my emails meeting the new requirements? There's essentially three things, and everyone's trying to scare each other that they're a big deal, and they're not. You want to keep your spam complaint below 0.3%, which ain't that hard to do if you're not a bad sender. Okay. Your emails must be authenticated. That's a technical thing that's not hard to implement. And to tell you the truth, I would say well over 90% of you already have your emails authenticated because your platforms do it by a default. But again, you just want to check with the platform that you're sending on, HubSpot, MailChimp, Marigold, Campaign Monitor, whatever you're using, doesn't matter. And say the emails I'm sending out authenticated. And then the last thing is you need to have a one-click unsubscribe in addition to the current unsubscribe method you already have. So if you have a two-click unsubscribe or a preference center, you don't need to change that. You just need to add a one-click unsubscribe in the header of your email. Again, your platform will do this for you and they can help you. So this is the big change. People are freaking out about it. They shouldn't. That's starting to roll out on February 1st from Gmail and Yahoo. And what else going on this week? Well, I mean, possibly the biggest thing going on this week is Vanderpump Rules comes back. Yes, for new listeners, I do share ridiculous things, and this is not ridiculous though. Vanderpump Rules coming out this week, starting the next season is huge. We're going to be back with Scandival. I'm all in. Don't at me. I don't care. The Grammys are this week. I don't know anybody that sings any songs because I am a doofus, but I'm probably going to watch. And yeah, check out Ask Us Anything later this week. And at the end of the week, our 10-minute episode. Thanks for being here. And also, wait, Guru Conference is opening up Reg in a few days. So go to guruconference.com. That is the world's largest free virtual email marketing event. I'll be there. It's going to be bananas. We had 20,000 marketers last year. That's guruconference.com to get on the insider early list. I'll see you there. Thanks for being here.